Right? Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm Zach. I just want to make a quick video because it does not exist of a 2001 and 2005 Honda Civic. They're a pain in the ass to bleed the clutch. It ain't like any other Prelude, Accord, anything else I've ever done. I've never needed a pump. And I needed one for this, more than just a pump. And I'm explaining why. If you got a 2001, 2005 Civic and you're struggling, you're not alone. It's all over the forums. People months and months of fighting and buying new parts that's already new and they know it's good. I want to just stop that and make the video that needs to be made. The only video on YouTube of a 2001 to 2005 Civic clutch problem, or clutch at all, it's just flushing fluid. And I want to make the video getting the air out the system because it doesn't exist. So, if it helps one person, I'm happy. So, if it does help you, let me know. So, look, the problem with this car, the way this line runs, the way the clutch line runs at the top of the firewall, it dives way down here. It U-turns back up to go to the slave cylinder. That causes an air trap where you cannot get air out the line easily. Easily is the honest. You cannot get air out the line. So what we did, I was gonna try the pump method. They said get the pump. I ain't never had to do that, so I don't need a pump. Went and got the cheap pump from AutoZone. Didn't work. And at that point, you know, after 2 days of fighting with it, second day getting the pump, still not working. About as ready to scrap it. You know, a lot of people get tired of this from reading on the forums. You know, a lot of people had this problem. So look, the way to get that air out, 12 volt. Look, we got this pump off of a pressure washing machine. You can get it at Harbor Freight or whatever. I'm sure Walmart sells them. Whatever. It's an electric pump. You hook it to your battery. 12 volts. Right here to the battery. You got a switch right here. Pops on with a switch. Now, side note, if you did try to bleed the clutch, you got all the fluid out, pedal still stuck on the floor, you know, very common here. Nothing but fluid, no air coming out. If you want to try to leave the pedal up, if you haven't, leave the pedal up, crack your bleed, then push the pedal down, hold it down, close your bleed. Sometimes you get more air out like that, and you might even get all the air out like that before doing the pump method. But if you've done the old-fashioned, you know, you've done the old, and it's not working, then you know that way works because you've done it on other Hondas like me, and it's blowing your mind. This is why you need the electric. You know, you need at least a strong pump. You might not need the electric. You need a strong pump. So what I did, it's a 3/8 hose coming off the pump. Get an air. You could use the nipple and do this correctly, but I just used some real good duct tape. It seals it plenty enough. Runs down to the quarter. Runs down to the bleed. Connect it to your bleed. Now what you want to do with that? What you got there? Same thing you've been doing. Get somebody to pump the clutch, pump the pressure, make sure your master's full of fluid, obviously. Every time you bleed and pick that clutch back up, that master's gonna fill up with fluid and suck that fluid down. If you're sucking air in the top, you're putting air back at the top of this line and you're starting all this over again. So make sure every time after you bleed, before you touch the pedal back up, that's full. Anyway. But same way you always do it. Get somebody to pump, hold to the floor. Crack your bleed, but when you crack the bleed with this pump, make sure you got a good seal here. I actually put a tie wrap right there where it touches the bleed. Tie wrapped it to make sure I got, you know, zero air coming here. The only air coming is through the threads a little bit, but it's alright. Still will pull the air out the top of the line. Crack your bleed, hit your pump on at the same time. Close your bleed before you turn the pump back off. Do the same thing you've always known to do. That air will come out the line if your pump's good, you know. As I said, you might be able to do it with a $10, $12 pump. I got the $3 pump at AutoZone. It didn't work, you know, but I just wanted to make a quick video because it does not exist of this car. And let you know, these 0105 Civics ain't no bullshit. Dude, the line reminded me of a 90s Crazy Straw. I don't know what dude in Honda was thinking, but it's a pain in the ass. You're not alone. And I hope this video helped. If it helped, let me know. Good luck.